Hello everyone. So today I will be talking about the Summer's Lame Fest is what I like to call it. The Summer's Game Fest 2023. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Not gonna lie. Not gonna sugarcoat it for you guys, but it's okay. We'll just talk about it anyways, right? So the first thing I want to mention, oh wait, before I mention anything actually, please remember to subscribe. I know that people are actually subscribing more when you mention in the beginning of the video, which I used to hate people doing, but apparently that's more necessary now. So I just want to let that be known. Please subscribe. Okay, so your boy can get to 1,000 subs and get those money, get the monies. Anyways, so on to the actual thing now. For the Summer's Game Fest, I'm gonna be listing the topics and blah blah blah, right? So, which one I found exciting, what I thought about it, blah blah blah. So the first thing I want to mention is Nicolas Cage. Haha, he is big funny man. He was big funny memes. It showed up in Summer's Game Fest because he's funny, right? And Jeff Keighley is a wannabe Hollywood executive or something. Just listing whatever. I don't know. No, he's just trying to get like all these people that have nothing to do with like wanting to actually show the game or whatever. Like, why'd you get Nicolas Cage if he wasn't going to show any gameplay of him being in Dead by Daylight? Which is what this was for, by the way. I probably should have mentioned that at the beginning. Yeah, so apparently Nicolas Cage will be in Dead by Daylight. So wow, very exciting news, I know. Which, did they list anything? No. They didn't really mention anything, so there you go. But yeah, anyways, I just wanted to say that, do you guys remember Nicolas Cage? He was internet on the meme. I'm sorry, he was a meme on the internet for years, ha ha ha, even though that he hasn't been relevant recently, except recently just because he's big funny man and he showed up in game things, so you better like him. Anyways, moving on to Mortal Kombat 1. Ooh! So, Mortal Kombat 1, I have to say, it looks a bit off. I don't know what to say, but there's something off about it. I don't know what it is. The animations look fine. The graphics look good. Everything looks fine, but it's just that the gameplay that they showed off, it's like a whole bunch of who cares, It's like, if you're going to go in the past with Mortal Kombat, I want to see Sub-Zero and like what's his name in their prime, and Scorpion. There you go. That's his name. So basically, I want to see them at their prime. I don't want to see no lame dude with a sword or whatever, with a phantom sword or whatever the hell we just saw. I don't care about these guys. And then like obviously there was like Johnny Cage and whatever. But it's just that's not who I really went to see for that. You know what I mean? I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, the game looks a bit off. There's something about it that doesn't rub me the right way. And there's a lot of things that rub me the right way. Anyways. So moving on from that, we have Wizard with a Gun. Or something like that. I didn't bother to get the name. Whatever. So, Wizard with a Gun. I like the animation in the beginning. But the game looks like shit. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. The game looks like crap. So I'm not going to pretend that I was anything but enamored with the animation, and that's about it. Yeah, the game is just like typical like little 2D game, but it is an overhead 3D game. Like it uses 2D sprites, but it's an overhead 3D game. Or yeah, it's an overhead with 3D visuals. I don't know. It's weird. I never really liked those type of games. I feel like a 2-year-old like reading a pop-up book every time I boot up those games. There are some that could do it right, but that's not one of them. And it looks really, really bad, actually. So, moving on from that, I did like the animation though, like I said from the trailer, because like it kind of gave me like a vibe of like old Disney animation or something. I don't know. It did give me a lovely vibe. So now we're moving on to Alan Woke 2. Haha, got him. No, I'm kidding. And, like, honestly though, I'm getting pretty sick and tired of these games and movies and whatever trying to force a like black protagonist, whether it be male or woman, male or female, it doesn't matter. Mostly female though. I'm sick and tired of it. Stop doing it. It's getting really, really annoying. Okay. I don't care about seeing. I don't hate black people, obviously. But what I'm trying to say is that when they're forced into everything, it kind of pisses you off a little bit, right? Yeah, exactly. It really does. But anyways, aside from the whole identity politics thing about it, which is not the biggest issue to this game, it's not the biggest issue. The biggest issue is that it just looks painfully generic with some crappy flashlight mechanic to it. It just looks like a painfully generic third-person shooter, but you shoot stuff with a flashlight. Ooh. So, it doesn't look that good to me. I haven't played the original, so... And this one's not winning me over, so you kind of failed in that department. Yeah, especially because the first one hasn't came... Like, it didn't come out... No, like, the first one came out in, like, what, 2013, right? Like, who the hell cares about... I don't know who cares about the sequel at this point, except some people. So, going to Prince of Persia. Woo! Yeah, it looked like shit, too. I'm sorry. It looked very off. There's something wrong about it, and, like, its gameplay doesn't even look like, like the Prince of Persia. And why did they... I mean, if you were going to bring back the Prince of Persia franchise, why on God's green flat earth would you put a 2D one? Yeah, because that's going to get people to really care about a franchise, right? That's going to stoke confidence in your thing that you're bringing back. Making a 2D game of it when people care more about 3D nowadays. Good call. Yeah, I don't know why they did that. They're pretty dumb. It looked average to mediocre at best, and not really looking forward to it. I don't know. And like a lot of people grew up with the 3D ones anyways. Even if there were people who grew up with the 2D ones, well, there's more people who grew up with the 3D ones. So kind of weird that they brought it back with the 2D one when people don't care about 2D all that much, especially when it comes to franchises that benefited more off of 3D. But anyways, speaking of 2D games that probably most people won't care about, Sonic Superstars. Oh, whoa, boy. Oh, God. Yep, we got another generic Sonic it's just another painfully generic, nostalgic, pandering Sonic game. That's about it. It's not really anything that special. Wow, they brought back the older characters again. Whoa. Wow, didn't see that coming. I mean, even though that you already did that with Generations, even though you already did that with Sonic Forces, hell, you even did that in well, no, they didn't do it. Whatever. What I'm trying to say is that you did that a lot, and you keep remastering the games in a crappier collection each and every time. So it's like, I don't really care about older Sonic being remade in some way. You already did that with Generations. It lost its appeal ever since. Stop trying to do it. It's annoying. So, moving on to Lies of P. Yeah, you know when your pee lies to you, when your piss lies to you, it brings my piss to a boil. Ha ha ha. No, anyways. Lies of P is a Pinocchio it's a Pinocchio game in the style of a Dark Souls game. Yeah. Here it comes. Here's me being negative again. I think it looks painfully generic as a Souls clone. I don't really care about it, and Souls games have not been my thing. But even if they were to be my thing, guess what? I'll just play Souls games. Or Elden Ring. Or anything actually made from the people who started it, which is FromSoft. I'll just play the games from them. They're not bad games in any way, shape, or form. You know? They're really not. But the thing is that, But the thing that I want to say is that, like, stop trying to copy something that's already being perfected by the people who made it. It's getting really boring, you know? When every action game plays, or like every inconfident action game is playing like Dark Souls, you know, why would I care if I could just go to Dark Souls? It's that simple. So I don't know. I know there's always going to be that weirdo that's like, oh, well, I like it. Yeah, well, you have brain damage and you're kind of weird. That's why. People do not like to play the same game over and over again, my guy. Sorry. So anyways, moving on to Spider-Man 2. Right? Spider-Man 2 also is an average-looking game. Now, I know I'm gonna get these raging autists being like, dude, how can you say that? Play the last Spider-Man game that was on every single console known to man. Not console, I'm sorry, every single device, period, known to man. The Amazing Spider-Man 1 was on 9 or 10 different platforms, my guy. Wii U, Xbox 360, PS3, PC, 3DS, PS Vita. The list goes on. And that game is pretty much the foundation of a modern Spider-Man game. Spider-Man 2 was the one that set the whole like open world web slinging to like New York type of deal. That's really appreciated. But the Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2 perfected the whole modern Spider-Man formula to the point where the 2018 one ripped it off. And that's what it is. They ripped it off and not even bothered to put on any other platform other than the PC and PS5. That's it. That's the only platforms that I came to: PlayStation consoles and PC, which is very much a far cry from what the modern Spider-Man games used to be in. Right? They used to be on every single platform known to man. In fact, every single Spider-Man game across any generation has done that, right? So yeah, weird. I don't know. I'm not a fan of them keeping a average-ass looking game like that on one console or one device. And we don't even know when it's coming to PC either. So even if I cared that it came to PC, which I would not, oh well, right? Not to mention that it looks painfully similar to the first 2018 one. So if you didn't like the 2018 one, like me, you're probably not going to like this one. I don't know. So, moving on to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I'm not going to lie. I'm actually kind of not excited for it, but I'm intrigued by it. First off, apparently this Rebirth, this is completely different from the Final Fantasy VII remake that came out in 2019, or not completely different, but you could count it as like either like a different part of it or a sequel, whatever you want to say. It's kind of like Final Fantasy 13 and 13-2, you know how they did the different numbers, at the end. Yeah, kind of like that. So what happened was that like this is basically the third one, I believe, right? The third part to the Final Fantasy VII Remake trilogy. Because I know there is like Evertale or something like that. Final Fantasy VII Remake, Final Fantasy VII Evertale, and then this one, Rebirth. So Rebirth will apparently be using 2 PS5 game discs. That's insane to think about, but that could just be because they're horrible optimizing. Who knows? I wouldn't put it past any developer in this day and age nowadays. Lazy fucks who cannot at all like optimize games for shit, So don't put it past you that they just weren't able to optimize it well. So yeah, let's just be honest here. I mean, if they're making like games on the Series X and PS5 frame stutter when literally we had better quality games even back in the PS4 and Xbox One days, yeah, I wouldn't really trust these developers being like, oh, we needed this much. Yeah, of course you did, because you're that incompetent. I mean, let's be honest. Now, with this though, the trailer actually looked kind of good. The gameplay looked really fun, especially with this this dog character named Red. I'm not gonna lie, he looks really fun to play as. He really does. In action RPGs, I was always a fan of like playing as a weirder character. You know what I mean? Like a third-person action game. I always felt like it was a lot more fun playing as a like weirdly formed character or like something that's out of the norm of just 2 legs. You know what I mean? And this dog character actually looks hella fun to play as. I ain't gonna lie, especially because his combos look powerful enough, but they're also fast. He jumps in the air like that, and then he uses his tail. I don't know. It just looks kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie. So I will be looking forward to that, but not really looking forward to buying it on the PS5. I'm probably just gonna wait until it comes to PC. Hope to God at this point they'll just bundle all three of the games together, because I am severely confused on how this is going on, or you know what I mean? Like, I don't know why they needed 3 parts of the same game. I don't understand, but they do. And I just want it all in a compilation for Xbox and PC. Hopefully, eventually they will. So yeah, and then we also, last but not least, I'm sure there are others, but who cares? Last but not least, we got Banishers, Ghosts of the New Eden. Guess what? I don't care. No opinion about it. You know why? Because it doesn't show gameplay. All these crappy video games, they're only showing their god awful CG trailer as if that's supposed to show anything other than the concept of your story, which I don't care about when I'm playing a video game. Sorry, I really don't. But all I saw in the trailer was a bunch of race mixing. Ugh! I'm kidding. Nah. I love black chicks too. But this black chick was a ghost! Well, so you can't even fuck her! What? So that's actually a negative for me. How are you gonna make a black chick that you can't fuck in a video game? You're gonna tease me about them being a couple and whatever, but you can't fuck her. Wow. Yeah, that means that the game is bad. Don't even try it. Even if it is good, don't try it out. It's a cocktease. Don't try it out. But in all seriousness, though, like, I'm sure they showed, or they told us what it will be. Like, I don't know, third-person action game. Cool, but you didn't show any gameplay, so I don't care about it, and neither should anyone really. Because to me, when they only show a CG trailer, that reeks of, oh, we're going to take 3 to 5 years just to release the game, just for it to be a lot more mediocre than you probably thought, or what we led it to be. So, don't really care. Sorry. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't really care. So, overall, this is the final Bagingo. So, overall, I think the Summer Games Fest 2023 sucked. It was pretty bad. It was just Jeff Keighley, you know, he's just making a crappy he's just making like a crappy attempt at just wanting to be this Hollywood of video games, you know, this Hollywood Oscar of video games, and I simply don't understand that. You know, why would you want to degrade the gaming industry into being more mainstream? Ugh. We all know what happened with that, with all the identity politics and all the generic gameplay, the terrible ads that would run with video games. You know how they would have a video game with crappy rap music attached to it. Oh, please don't make we're cool. Please, see our game. We have a rap song in it. It's a black guy singing. It's that type of stuff. And this is like, oh my god. Jesus, man. Get over it. Like, it's just like insecurity at that point. Do you know how people are like too afraid to not, you know, people are too afraid to actually be themselves because they won't look cool in front of everyone. You know, I don't know who the hell Street Fighter 6 is going to appeal to that likes or no, they could like rap music in Street Fighter 6, but like at this point, your Street Fighter fans will come to Street Fighter. I don't think any random dude or random girl is going to be like, ooh, this one has Kendrick Lamar in it. Sign me up, please. No, they ain't gonna care. So I just want to let that out. I'm sick and tired of like stuff doing that. It's really annoying, okay? Oh, actually, there's one more thing I want to mention before I end this off. Why on God's green flat Earth? Again, it's proven, guys. Be quiet. The random homeless man down the street told me so. But anyways, why do we always get video games that we've seen over and over and over again being shown? Hell, for Street Fighter 6, I don't know why it was at the stupid games event or whatever, because it was already shown at Sony, and I don't know why it was shown at Sony State of Play when like we already had a demo of it way before the stupid State of Play. So why would you, in any way, why would you do that? Like, just stop showing the game. We already played it. Like, I hate it when they do that. I really do. We have a demo of the damn thing, and you're still showing it off. Why? Anyways. Okay, now that's about it. I just want to just end it off with, I'm sick and tired of like Jeff Keighley just trying to be the Hollywood of video games. You need to stop, dude. Seriously, you're allowing all these cringy ass like skits. My God, sorry. Watching this event just made my brain numb. You're allowing these like horribly cringy skits, these stupid ads, and these people talking instead of like showing off their goddamn video game. You know, how many times do we have to do that? Like, why do you gotta have people talking? I mean, it just kind of had like the same syndrome as like like, who's that guy? Like the pretentious asshole who was like the voice of Kratos. Was like, I'm gonna make a 10-minute speech because I was a video game character that you guys liked recently. It's like, get the fuck off the stage. We don't want to hear your stupid ass. Yeah, we want to see the video games. You know, I don't want to hear some stupid, some like privileged, like tall dude tell me how like, oh, I was inspired by this and this. Like, shut up. I don't care. I don't really care. Anyways, I think that's about it. I did not organize this in any way, shape, or form. Sorry. Other than like, I have the notes saying like, oh, here's this game, because I would have forgot that for sure. All these games were very forgettable. This event is going to be forgotten in like a week or two by everyone, I feel. Other than like people making fun of it. And like, Jeff, buddy, just let yourself die with some dignity and get yourself some better shoes, dog. Damn. Shit. Why do you still have those fucking clown shoes, my guy? Every single event, this dude wears like a size 12. He wears like size 12 type shit. Like, yo, you ain't that big. Anyways, overall, my thing with it is that it was bad, but not as bad as Sony's State of Play, which unfortunately I did not do a video about, and I feel like it's a little bit too late. But basically, Sony's State of Play was also bad too. It kind of proved, or it kind of let Xbox have a chance to actually wow people. That's how bad it was. So, thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Do all that good stuff to help your homie out. You know, your video game homie, in fact. Your gamer in need, if you will. I'll see you guys in the next one. Toodles.